Hi TK, it's time to work on some math. So we're going to work on the next page of our number study book. So go ahead and turn to the page with number 2 on it. And let's go over our objective. Today our objective is what we are going to learn. I can trace, write, and show number 2. So we're going to be working on number 2. Today, some tools that we are going to need to master this objective, definitely our brain, because we're going to be thinking about number 2, not 0, not 1. We thought about those yesterday, but number 2, I think we're going to need our hands to make sure that we can trace and write and think about the different ways we're going to show number 2. And let's go ahead and get started. So, the first thing that we need to do, remember, step 1 is always write your name. So here I go. Miss O, right at the top in neat writing. And if you remember from yesterday, our next step is to trace. Now, here's a little rhyme to help you remember how to do number 2. It goes like this. Make a half moon, but there's more work to do. Make a line to the right, and that's number 2. So when we make our number 2, just like when you're making letter S, we have to start kind of in between the middle line and the top line. So I'm going to find a spot right in the middle there, and I'm making like a half moon up shape. Down, slide down, and a line to the right. So half moon up shape, down, and a line to the right. Half moon up, but there's still more to do. Slide to the right, and that's number 2. So we're tracing all the way over. Now, I'm going to do it all by myself. So just like when I was tracing, I'm finding a spot right in between the top line and the middle line. I'm going up and around, like that half moon shape. Sliding down, kind of taking a slide down. Slide to the right, and there's my number 2. I went all the way from top to bottom, up and around, down, and over to the right. Ooh, but I need my line to be right on the bottom line there. And notice I'm putting some finger space in between my 2's here so they're not all right on top of each other. So I got some finger space. And there we go. I went all the way from left to right in my lines here. Now I'm ready for step 3, which is the box. Now I get to draw 2 of something today. And you know what? I think today I'm going to draw 2 dinner utensils because I'm getting ready to eat some lunch soon. So I'm going to draw, I think, a fork and a spoon because that's 2 utensils. So I'm going to draw a fork and a spoon. 1 fork, 1 spoon, that makes 2 utensils. And now I get to do my number line. So step 4, my number line. Remember our number line up here? We need to find where it says number 2. So I'm going to look here. There's 0, 1, and 1 more than 1 is 2. So I'm going to make my dot right on my number line there. So it's where the line going up meets the line in the middle. Make my dot there. That shows me that we're at number 2. Now we're at our 10 frame step. Oh look, I numbered things wrong because it should have been 3 is do it by yourself, 4 is box, 5 is number line, 6 is 10 frame. Very silly. Now, we are going to be coloring 2 boxes in today for a 10 frame. And I think I'm going to use a different color because I saw some really cool colors yesterday that people chose for their 10 frame. I think that I'm going to choose purple. I'm going to choose our purple here. Now remember, when we're doing 10 frames, we always want to start at the top left box. So I'm going to start with my 1 box. We already did our 1 box yesterday, so I know that that has to be colored in. So I made my outline, coloring it all the way in very neatly. just like you guys did. I saw so many beautiful, very, very neat boxes yesterday. I can tell you're working really, really hard. Now, I finished my one box, but I need to be showing 2 today. So how many more boxes am I going to need to color? I need to color 1 more box because I need to show number 2 in my 10 frames. So here's 1 and here is 2. So I'm coloring 1 more box than I did yesterday. So very neat again. I made my outline. I'm coloring in all the lines. I've got 2 purple boxes here. There we go. So there's 1 and there's 2. And that is our 2 page. So thank you so much for turning in such amazing work. I can't wait to see what you're going to turn in today. And make sure that you check back in.